Good morning. I am Kevin Price. Delighted to be with you today, talking to you about you and your business. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you're looking forward to a prosperous week. And to get you started, we're going to talk to one of the experts over at Efficient Wealth Management here this morning. She's been on the program before. She works with Paul Carroll, who is the principal over at Efficient Wealth Management. But delighted to have you back on the program again, Ashley Dominey, to talk a little bit about what you do for the firm. Welcome to the program.
Thanks, Kevin. I appreciate you having me on today.
You're a senior wealth manager, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about your background that led you to this position and what exactly this position entails.
Great, Kevin. Thank you. So my background, I grew up in Conroe, not far from here, just north of Houston, and went off to school at Texas Tech University, got my master's in personal financial planning, graduated there in December of 2009, and went on to work at a firm in Dallas. And Paul likes to call my first few years of work experience, he likes to call it the dark side. I worked for an independent broker-dealer named LPL Financial and built up some great experience and worked with some great people. And then last year, I received my Certified Financial Planner certification in March of 2013. And at that point, I started looking for a registered investment advisory firm that provides a consultative process for his clients that's a fee-only advisor. And I was introduced to Paul, and then he brought me on as a senior relationship manager, and then this year I became his wealth manager. So, and I pretty much work with all of Paul's clients, and we work really closely, work through all meetings together, and then I have some of my own clients as well.
Yeah, that's interesting. There's not many schools that offer that degree that you got from Tech, to my knowledge.
Yes, and actually Texas Tech is the number one in the nation for personal financial planning. There's actually quite a few programs, but very few offer the master's program. I think there's probably only about 35 universities offer that program. But, I think that I got the best degree I could get at Texas Tech and was really proud to be a part of that program there at Texas Tech University.
Yeah, go Red Raiders. Many of my cousins are Red Raiders, and so I'm a Red Raider fan by blood.
Oh, okay. Well, good.
Yeah, absolutely. And growing up in Abilene, when I say growing up, I got there when I was 13 from Michigan. But when in Abilene, if most kids if they went to a state college, it was to Texas Tech. I went to Abilene Christian, but if you went to a state college, you ended up going to Texas Tech, it seemed like. So It's a great school, big footprint.
We had some great professors, and Gina Katz of Avinsky & Katz, another wealth management firm, they were some of our professors there, and I felt really honored to be able to be in a classroom with them and at the same time knowing what type of firm that they've established. And when I met Paul, I immediately could see his firm and see how aligned it was with the program that I graduated from, and I was just very proud to be a part of it.
Yeah, and so you got your bachelor's and master's from there. That's fantastic. Yep. And he talked about the work you did in Dallas. What kind of firm was that?
It was an independent broker-dealer. They cleared through LPL Financial. Great experience. Paul just jokes around about it because I was with a broker-dealer instead of at an independent registered investment advisor. Mm-hmm. So the difference is how we get paid here at...
Oh, yeah. You're in the product business where you were before, and right. Now you're in the advice business. I'm kind of with Paul on that. I'm a big fan on people getting paid for advice rather than commissions. To me, there's really very difficult, I think, to not have a conflict of interest.
Right, absolutely. The advice we give is we are a fiduciary for the clients, and we don't get paid on anything that we sell them. We don't sell anything. We get fees for the assets under management, and we're paid on a fee base.
Yeah, I think that's very important. I think people should be asking those kind of questions when they're, when they're sitting across the table. And I think people would be shocked. I have a group 1 license in insurance, and it's obviously nothing in terms of the variety of products and things involved in the heavy financial area. But I think people would be shocked to know the disparity in commissions of the products we offered in health insurance. arena. It's even more so in the financial products arena. It's incredible, the disparity. And so people might think, commissions are commissions. They're all going to be pretty much the same. Nah, not at all.
Right, and I think it's so important that I have the experience on both sides because I can tell the difference between the two. I think it's a big advantage to me to be able to I've been in both seats, and I know what it's like on both ends, and I just feel so much better about what I'm doing now for our clients. And we're able to provide them with something that it's not biased in any ways, and we're just making sure we're doing the best thing for them and making them aware of all their different options. And the fees are very black and white. And so it's a really good, all-around, just ethical. It's a good feeling, and we do great things for our clients.
Right. And I think the vast majority of people who are in the product area are trying to do the best they can, too. All I'm saying is that it's very difficult to separate the two. Really difficult to say, I don't care about commissions.
Right.
Really? That's really difficult. Huh? You must be a saint or something. But anyway, Ashley, where are you from originally?
I grew up in Conroe, just north of Houston.
So what made you go to Texas Tech? Was it specifically because of that degree program?
Yes, sir. I knew I worked in a bank part-time growing up when I was in high school. From the age of 16, my parents had me working, and I knew just from the little experience I had working on a teller line at the bank, First Bank of Conroe is the bank that gave me the opportunity. And I learned firsthand that I really loved working with people and their finances. And I really loved being able to make an impact on them. And I also learned that I really like working with people, not just money, but with people. When you combine the two, personal financial planning is what you get. And then I went and found the best program to get my education and the best program to prepare me for my certified financial planner credentials. Awesome.
Ashley Dominey, she is with Efficient Wealth Management. That's efficientwealthmanagement.com. She's part of the team there with Paul Carroll, regular contributor on The Price of Business. And thanks so much for being with us twice in a couple of weeks. That's pretty cool.
Yes, thank you, Kevin. I've really appreciated the airtime.
You're going to be the talk of the town with your friends, so that's cool.
I hope so. Thank you.
Well, we're glad to have you on. Thanks for your insight.
Yes, thank you, Kevin.
All right, when we come back, much more for you. Do you want to remind you? Best content here shows up over there at usdatareview.com. While there, make sure you like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter, and you're listening to The Price of Business.